Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jada, and I'm back with another review. This time I have TWC02 Unearth, also known as Unofficial Masterpiece Scavenger from Toyworld. Here's the figure right here, you see. And before we go to the figure, we're gonna look at the packaging. All right, you got the box right here. You got the nice little artwork of their scavenger right here. You got the T0W2. Got a Toyworld logo on the side, on the box. On the back of the box is some Chinese writing. On the side, you got the artwork diagram of putting all the boxes together. You got his arm mode right there. Right here, nothing much to that. And nothing much to that either on the bottom. And that is it for the box. Inside your box, you get your Scavenger Unearth figure right here, and he comes packaged in his vehicle mode, and it looks very nice, very nice. Highly detailed, great aesthetic. Looks very G1. Color scheme is pretty accurate to how I would think a masterpiece version of Scavenger would look. Just getting close real quick. You can see you got some nice red paint right here. Paint on the sides with the caution symbols. Nice gray plastic. Some silver paint right there to pick out these little mechanical bits. You got red paint right here in the tail lights. Nice sculpted detail in the treads. And also one thing about this is a something that's never been seen before in engineering, that the treads actually move. It might have been done before. I mean, it might have been some plastic treads and stuff like that, but I mean, this is amazing. And this is like hard plastic too. It's not rubber, even though it looks like rubber, and it kind of feels like rubber too. I think it has like a little coating of rubber to help it grip on surfaces, but this is all hard plastic. It's kind of, you want to think about it, it's kind of similar to how links on your watch will look. I don't have my watch on me right now, so I can't show you an example. So, but yeah, it does roll on the ground. It works better actually on carpet. Doesn't really work that well on my hard surface that I have right here. So, but it does work. It looks very nice. Nice red paint right there. Detail. Scoop does work. Extends out. Shovel. Right here, nice pistons, and you got this one right here on the ratchet. So, and he does rotate around. Just gotta undo these tabs right here to unlock it, and just go around left and right like so on a nice ratchet joint. And just pull those back up, peg them back in just to get that back locked in place. There you go. Look the underside. Looks pretty good. Can't really tell any robot junk, so it's always a plus. And also, that comes inside with the figure. You get his gun, which is look very nice. I'm not sure this is G1 accurate or not. But it looks really nice. Nice red paint, more than black plastic. Real good. Comes with his combined mode hand. This is a nice hand. This is probably one of the nicest hands I've ever seen. Very good looking hand. Comes with the forearm for that hand. Comes with a drill bit to put into the forearm, and demonstrate that real quick. I just push it in. There's a lock-in kind of spring-loaded action going on, like so. And to eject it, this little thing is kind of hard to depress. Let's see if I can get it. All right, but it unlocks, comes out. I don't think I have it all the way in. It is spring loaded. There we go. And it does fire out. There we go. And this thing is very tight. So you might need help to get that depressed, to get especially the hand out. Comes with an extra tread link in case yours breaks for some reason. And it comes with 2 colors of screw hole covers. A sticker. And here's collector's card, which is one of them like hologram dinghies. I forgot what they're called exactly, but it does that. And it looks like you get this on the back side, you can create a picture of their Devastator. And last but not least comes the instruction sheet, which is pretty good on detailing how to transform this thing. I think a few steps are missing out of it, but you shouldn't have probably figured it out on your own. All right, now we're gonna go over the figure and what comes with them. Let's take some size comparisons real quick before we get into the transformation. Here he is with a Masterpiece prow. See how he looks all about car. And here he is with the rest of his team. So far, these are pretty big. Hope I can get them all in a shot. Just a 4 so far. Yeah, I got them all in a shot. So yeah, look nice together. And one last comparison before we get into the transformation I want to make is with the G2 self. See how they both look and stack up to each other. So yeah, rotates and all that stuff. Scoop. All that. All right, let's go ahead and get into some transformation. We're gonna do the combine mode first. So let's go ahead and get to it. Let's go. So yeah, first I'm gonna get this scoop out the way. And next, what we're supposed to do is take the combine port and move it upwards. It is a pain in the butt. Make sure you loosen the screws up before you move this thing. I'm afraid I'm gonna break it. So get the combine port up. Try and turn this around, but you can turn it around, but I can't seem to get it turned around because this thing is so damn tight. So yeah, get your forearm. This one's different from bone crushers. So you open this up, you get this clip right here. So what you gotta do is gonna put this in first, and it's gonna clip down and around right here. And you're going to push down, same everything we did with bone crusher. You're gonna push it down so that these little tabs right here go into these holes, these screw holes right there. So and it's kind of a hard beast to do. I'm only able to do it once. It's a technique to get it done. There we go. Got it. Got those two in, and the bottom portion, that's the hardest part. Now next, what you're gonna do is flip this down. Flip that down, like so. Then you're gonna push this all the way in, those two tabs. Then you're gonna push this down. It's gonna tab two other tabs into there. And you can take your combined hand, just plug it on in, or your drill, whatever one you want to do. And there you have it. In the arm mode, you can adjust the scoop however you see fit. I mean, I wish there's a way you can turn it around, have it sitting up top like on Hercules and stuff, because I always hated having this scoop hanging down like that on Devastator. But, oh well. So yeah, there it goes. Now get more to articulation when we get into combine mode, the combine review, I should say. So yeah, that's how you do that. And just take that stuff off, undo this one first, and bring those down, and you're going to bring this off. And looks like nothing is stressed on it. Everything seems to be fine. Now the hard part, I guess, to combine is this daggone thing right here. There we go. Got that down. All right, let's go into transformation to robot mode from here. Go ahead and undo these tabs back here. Like that. Put those in. Rotate. Oh, put to split your legs. They already came on done. So you just bring them on down. Probably easier just leave them all pegged in so it won't be on your way or in my way. So bring this down out the way. Go ahead and unpeg the cab. Lift that up out the way also. Undo that. Undo that. Go ahead and split both sides right here. You're gonna take that, split this apart, and you're gonna bring these side pieces out into the side. Now you got these black pieces right here. It's gonna be forming his obliques for his chest. So it's kind of hard to get done to get this out. You might have to loosen this screw up in here, right here. If you're having a hard time getting it out. And this mark right here is from me trying to pry with a screwdriver instead of loosening the screw, and I just scratch your plastic up. So use it. Make sure you loosen that screw up. So, still a little bit too tight. But it's not tight, and I can still get this thing out. Come on. There we go. Like so. Get those out. Next, what you're gonna do? Flip this up, and on top of that, you got this tab right here. Hole right there. Tap that in. Flip this down. You got a tab right here. You got a hole right there. Tap. Bam. Same thing other side. Bam. Bam. And we can go ahead and bring this up out the way for right now. Slide this upwards, and it should go slotting in. It's kind of a tight fit, but it does fit. Once you do that, you got this panel right here. You bring it up on the lower hinge. You got this peg right here going to that screw hole that I mentioned about loosening it up. And you got these two tabs right here that's going to go into this slot right here, this slit. So bam. Same thing other side. Bam. That like that. Next, what you're gonna do is gonna open this panel up. Next thing you're gonna do on the inside of the arm, you're gonna flip that, open that up, and you're going to extend the arm out like so. You're gonna bring this whole shoulder assembly down, and you can bring the whole arm assembly down. You're gonna take this panel right here and flip that like so. Same thing on the other side. Open this panel up, flip that all the way like so. Take this panel, open that up. You can bring this shoulder bit down, and you can extend out the arm like that. Open up this panel, flip out the hand, close the panel. So, open it up, open the hand, close the panel like so. Next, what we're gonna do, we're gonna split the leg. And same thing we did with Bone Crusher. We're gonna lift this panel up like so, and we're gonna bring his two halves together, half of his crotch together. So let's bring this forward a little bit. I'm gonna bring it down. Close it together. Just a little bit too much. Get it like here. Come on. Come on. There we go. Got those two together. Next, do the feet. Pretty much the same thing I did with Bone Crusher. They're tabbed together. And untab it. Rotate it around to each the front and the back. Same the other side. Do that tab, front and back. Then you're gonna take your bars from each side, sometimes the back, flip them in, flip it in. You're gonna tap them both sides together. Not sure why we even had this on here for. Not sure what the purpose is. There we go. Legs are almost done. What you're gonna do now, you're gonna get these two little tabs on the side right here. You're gonna go to these slots on either side right there. Make sure your scoop is all the way up. So you can tab that in, bam. All right, we're almost done. These panels down. Scoop on the back, rotate it like so. You want to rotate like this, bring it back so it collapses on itself, and put it like so. Bam. Now the hard part. This is the hardest part because you got to deal with this combiner port. Oh goodness. I'm trying to think how to get it so that the minimum pain in the buttness we have to face. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna break this thing, man, for real. Bring it out like so. I believe that's the best part, course of action, having this out like that. So what you're gonna do to take apart the whole assembly, you got tab right here, tab right there. So undo these tabs right on both sides. And they flip it inside, right here, this little crevice. Then you're going to undo right here and right there. These are going to be your shoulder bits. So what you're going to do is you're going to rotate this upward. Well, actually, you got a hinge right here. You're going to hinge that around like so. Then you're going to bring this up, this whole thing upward and around. You got two pegs right here, two holes right there. This shoulder bit's going to peg in right there. You're going to take the half of this combiner port, one half of it, and you're going to rotate that up if you can. Ugh. This thing is freaking tight. There we go. And I can't get this thing right here to turn for nothing. I don't know why it's not turning. This thing is just so stiff and tight. So bring that around and down. Then next, lastly, you're gonna take your head unit, you're gonna grab it, and you gotta pull it up out of the hole. It's probably easier just to get it out the hole right here. Bring this around like so. And there you have him. Get his scoop out the way. Bring it up like so. You do it like that. You have situated. And there you have your scavenger transformed into robot mode. Let's take a look at him. That is a scavenger face if I haven't seen one ever. That's a nice looking head sculpt. So yeah, nicely detailed. They get the red paint right there. Still with the gray paint. Looks pretty good for the most part. They got the warning signs right here. The hands do some weird things. Something I have noticed, that their first releases, they don't have there's no peg right here to lock into the hands. So you get the hands going which way like that. On Mixmaster and Scrapper, let's see, they do have a peg so that the hand doesn't go all crazy and stuff like that. So that's one thing that seems to be improved on after the initial figures. So yeah, there's red paint, silver paint going on, the yellow paint, caution signs, and he pretty much has the same articulation as Bone Crusher does. And the head goes up a little bit more, or a lot more than Bone Crusher did, left and right. You can look down a little tiny bit. Goes out the shoulder. Well, he got a shoulder joint right here also for that, and he also has another outward shoulder movement that you have to lift the panel up, just like on Bone Crusher, to get that articulation out. Rotates at the waist, friction joint, goes up at the leg, pretty high kick, bends at the knee, almost 90 degrees. Okay, a little groin action rotation up here. I didn't show that on Bone Crusher. Either it can go up and down on this joint also, which can make sure you look at that for getting stability as far as standing up straight goes. Toes does rock like so. So, excuse me. It's late. So yeah. So leg articulation, same as Bone Crusher. Wrist rotates also. So yeah, pretty standard articulation on this guy. And no problem whatsoever, no squeakiness. A few tight joints, but nothing too major. And he does hold his gun in his hand. All you gotta do is open up his fingers, which are semi-articulated. They only bend at one point right here, the base knuckle, and the fingers are all on ball joints, which I don't really care for at all. So just peg it in, close the fingers around it, and he's holding his gun. So this. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and get into some size comparisons. Here's Masterpiece Smokescreen with Masterpiece Soundwave. And one last comparison. Here he is with his G2 self. And last but not least, here he is with his crew. And see how they all look together. It looks pretty nice so far. I can't wait to get my last two. And they should be in next week. And there you have it. Toyworld's version of Masterpiece Scrapper. I do like him a lot. I don't have many problems with this guy. The only thing I have a problem with is the combiner port is ridiculously tight. It's hard to move. It's probably that way for a reason. Probably because the combiner mode to help make sure the stability for the arms is held. But other than that, I really have no problem with him. It's a nice transformation. Very simple and easy to pull off. Nothing too complicated, you know, except for the combined portion and stuff. But other than that, like I said, it is a great figure. I do recommend getting him in the whole entire set, or not the whole entire set, but that's what we got so far that came out, what I have in my hands. So thank y'all for watching. This is me, Jeter, very tired. I'm about to take myself to bed, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.